Stop letting people hold y'all back from what y'all really want to do. Genuinely, really think about all the things that you genuinely wanted to do and you didn't do it because he say, she say, said you should have never done it, or they didn't think that was a good idea, or you think that you weren't able to follow through, or whatever the case may be. Each and every time you do that, not only do you lose trust in yourself, you lose belief in yourself, you lose confidence, and all throughout that process you lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, that's when you're prone to do anything. And it was a point in time where it was like, I might necessarily say I was living a life that other people wanted me to live, but there were certain points in time where some of that shit kind of did affect me, and I just didn't know how to deal with it. But I mean, at the same time, I just kept a bigger picture in my head. Like, I know this is what I want to do, and I'm just going to do it regardless of what they say. And you kind of just have to have that fucking mentality. You can't let all the naysayers, you can't let all the doubters, the non-believers get to you, because at the end of the day, if you let them win, then they were right about you all along. But the moment you prove them wrong, I guarantee you they'll come knocking on your door saying, oh, can you help me? Remember when I did this for you? Oh, can you do this? Oh, can you do that? Oh, can you show me? It's just inevitable. The tables are going to turn anyway. It just kind of is what it is, and it's a part of the game. But as long as you understand that and you stay true to who you are at all times, you'll never fucking lose. As long as you keep in the back of your head, as long as you continue to work on your mind and you continue to work on your character and you continuously improve every day, and that's the only thing you really give a fuck about, nothing can really stop you, bro. At this point in time, bro, I've gotten to the point where I don't even give a fuck of what people have to say. Like, dude, my parents, my own family doubted me. So you think I give a fuck about what a dude say or a bitch say? Like, come on, bro. Like, none of that shit even matters to me anymore. And now I literally have results, and now they really can't tell me shit. I'm getting ready to close on my first investment property, which is cool. So that is in the works. And the reason why I was able to do that is because, I mean, currently right now I stay at home, but I saved 50% of my income for the down payment and any other expenditures that needed to be used for the property, for repairs, maintenance, general things, for inspection costs, closing costs, whatever the case may be. So I just basically put up 50% of the money and basically saved for like a few months. Really didn't take me long at all. I work in real estate, so I know how to underwrite a deal, and I know what's a good deal from a bad deal. So underwrote the deal. You know, it's pretty straightforward from there. This guy was liquidating his portfolio and basically was selling everything at a discount compared relative to the market. And I was able to buy it for a really good deal, and it cash flows day one, or it can cash flow day one. So yeah, it's honestly, there was people that told me I should never done it. Oh, you shouldn't invest in this neighborhood. Oh, you shouldn't do this. Oh, you shouldn't do that. Did I listen to them? No, I didn't let them stop me from what I genuinely wanted to do. Real estate is what I want to do. So why the fuck would I let somebody stop me from doing what I want to do? That's just so idiotic to me. Y'all literally live a life with somebody else that you guys will literally live a life that somebody else built for you. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. You only get one life. Why the fuck would you want to live somebody else's life and live in misery when you could just go out and create your own life and do what the fuck you want to do on your own terms? Like, it's legitimately not that hard. Like, in the beginning, it definitely is a little challenging. Yes, you have to become a different version of you in order to get a different outcome, and so on and so forth. And a lot of this shit really just comes down to personal development. But at the end of the day, would you rather live in regret or live in abundance and really appreciate your current self for being able to endure those moments where you knew it was challenging, you were facing adversity, so that you can live a life of prosperity down the road? That's just how I look at it. You take the punches now, you go through the pain now, you go through all that little shit now, so that you can reap the reward on the back end and do really whatever the fuck you want, whenever you want, however you want, with whoever you want. You can literally say fuck you to anybody. And that's what money is able to give you, is freedom. Freedom to say yes to that, freedom to say no to that. You're able to do whatever you want. You know? You literally are able to do whatever the fuck you want. And people say money is the root of all evil. People that say that shit don't have money. I've never heard somebody that has money say money is the root of all evil. It only really comes down to who has the money. Money only amplifies who you are. If you're an absolute douchebag, annoying person to be around, you're just going to be more of that. If you're someone who is caring, giving, and want to see others win, you're just going to do more of that. And some people say I spend too much money on shit. Do I care? No, because I believe in myself and I know that I'll make more money anyway. I have the skills. I continue to work on my craft each and every day, doing the things that I know I need to do on a daily basis and holding myself accountable so that me spending a certain amount of money on something doesn't really faze me. The reason why they say that is because they've been the same person for the last 5, 10, 15 years. So obviously, if you don't continue to grow, what makes you think you're going to make more money? That's idiotic to think. So you really have to understand who you're receiving information from. Would you want to trade lives with that person? Would you want to drive the same car that they're driving? Would you want to have the same relationships that they have? Would you want to live in the same house that they do? Do you want to have the same body that they do? You really have to take a full audit of the person that you're listening from, or taking information from, and really evaluate, is this somebody I would trade lives with? Because if not, fuck their information. But to a certain degree, just take it with a grain of salt, because I'm not saying you can learn from anybody. You can definitely learn from anybody, but when it comes to certain things, you have to have a level of discernment to be able to understand, like, all right, that information is not applicable for me. Oh, well, and down the line, I may need that, so I'm going to store it for future use, or whatever the case may be. So really just have some sort of discernment to be able to understand and digest, like, all right, well, that may not necessarily work for me, although it worked for you, and vice versa. And everyone's version of success is different, so you have to figure out what it is you exactly want and go after it. Now, everyone's going to want to have the same life that you want, make the kind of money you want, and at the same time, people are going to misunderstand you and try to bring you down to their level because you're an anomaly. It's okay. All you really have to do is keep your head down, keep your foot on the gas, and stay away from people, and you will find your tribe. Get in environments where you know that there's money, or there's people with money, or there's places with opportunity, whatever the case may be. Immerse yourself in those environments. Immerse yourself in those environments. Go around the neighborhoods where you see 5, 10, 15, $20 million mansions. Go look at the high-rise apartment. Go look at the car. Do whatever you have to do in order to get yourself out of those conditions and circumstances, because if that's all you see, that's all you're going to get. You're only limited to what the mind is seeing. The moment you see something different or see something that's possible that is way bigger than you could possibly imagine, you can't ever go back. Once you see it once, that's all it takes. That is literally all it takes. And the moment you see that shit one time, there is no going back. Prime example, the moment I stepped foot at working out at Lifetime, bro, there was no going back to Planet Fitness or any other piece of shit ass gym. I just couldn't do it. So as you start to elevate, it becomes a new standard, and that new standard becomes your reality, your lifestyle. And then it's up to you to continue to have that lifestyle. And how do you do that? By having the same habits and routine that got you to where you are today. So whatever you did a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, is all leading up to this point to where you are today. And if you're not where you are today, take an audit and review what you've done the last 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, and really figure out, did you do everything you possibly could have done in your almighty power to put yourself in certain environments where you knew you wanted to be in those positions at some some point and literally just evolve and kill you? And if the answer is no, then it's not too late. Don't get down on yourself. This is just a new opportunity for you to really think about what it is that you generally want. Maybe back then you really didn't want it that bad, and now you want something different. That's totally fine. But just understand that if you've been constantly focused on this one thing, you haven't got the outcome you wanted. You really have to take an audit of what you've been doing, and you have to be real with yourself. The moment you're not real with yourself is when you start getting bullshit results. You just have to give it to yourself straight up, bro. And if you don't give it to yourself straight up, then you're just gonna live the same life that you got right now. And I know y'all can do it. So go out there and prosper and go out there and kill it. That's the video for today. Make sure y'all like, comment, and follow for more, and I'll see y'all in the next one.